Hey, hi. Do you remember Turok Evolution? We all do. It was the best Turok game ever made. Not an opinion, by the way, an objective fact. But just before Turok Evolution was the last game, Turok 3, Shadows of Evil. Yeah, so that means there's two other Turoks before it, which are not great and the names are confusing. Even more confusing is that the failed 360 version was just called Turok. Do you personally remember why you didn't like the 360 version of Turok? Because I do. There was no slag. No slag means game bad. The slag were the green reptiles you shot and blew into pieces. It's really that simple. And recently, Turok 3 Shadows of Oblivion was remastered for modern PCs on Steam. So why the fuck did they not remaster Turok Evolution? You can play as a raptor in that game. It had fun multiplayer, whatever. Turok 3, is it good? And is it worth $30? Short answer, no. Long answer, no. But it is a fun game. This game came out in the year 2000. A lot of things were different back then, and it was clear that the devs learned a lot from this game, and they also forgot some things. In Turok 2, you can play as Danielle and Joseph cooperatively. They took that out. Apparently, it was just too hard to have a grappling hook user and a manlet whose special ability is crouching and seeing in the dark. In this game, you choose between the two at the start, which is a cool addition. This game got 7s to a 9 out of 10, while Turok had just 7s. This game was released on Game Boy Color, by the way. Like any good modern remake, we finally get an FOV slider. Easy, normal, hard, and Oblivion. Get it? Turok 3 Shadows of Oblivion? Haha. Like any good story, we start with a crying child and a weird man hiding in the shadows. This game clearly takes place in the Bohemian Grove. Josh has nightmares about a child. You can tell this character is not a manlet because he can barely fit on his bed.
What's wrong? Are the nightmares back?
Remember that time you found a dog collar under the couch? And I told you it was because we were getting you a dog. That was a lie, son. Truthfully, your mom likes it when I put her on a leash and walk her around the backyard.
I wish you would talk to me, Josh. You've been such a help since Brian died.
Who the fuck is Brian?
I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't been here for us the past few weeks. Why won't you let me help you?
The child.
What?
This is their plan, people. These are demons. Just like the Bible says, it's basically an intergalactic invasion into this space through people. I'm telling you, it's what all the ancients said, it's what they warned of, it's what we're dealing with. They're demons.
The developers of this game really did break the fourth wall in this game a lot in the dialogue. For example, when Josh says he doesn't understand, the devs didn't either at this point. Josh and his sister and brother are the last of the Fireseed family, which means at least one needs to woohoo anyone on his reservation.
None of us are the only members of the Fireseed family left. If the family dies, the lineage dies. If the Turok
Are you trying to have sex with me?
The balance will falter. If that happens...
What? Joshua, what will happen? Please tell me.
Oblivion.
Of Oblivion.
Instead, they make an Oblivion reference. A portal opens up and yes, the slag. Wait, what the fuck is that thing? It's the same enemy from the second game. Ah, damn. The evil reptile men literally tiptoe into a room. I'm sorry, this is too funny. It seems like a Gmod skit.
You're too loud.
That was pretty badass. Unfortunately, the pistol does not do this in the game.
The two of you have to get out of here, now!
Joshua is shot by a rifle around a corner, and the reptilian guys are head glitching through the portal and lagging. That's how he died.
Choice, little brother. Go on. Come on, Sid! Let's go!
This is literally the unedited cutscene. Our two other heroes are tossed by another monster. Just in time, a hot baddie from the future comes from her own portal and saves the two.
Come with me if you want to live.
The scene is pretty much gobbledygook. There's some council that clearly is mad that the Turok games failed, and they force one of the last 2 family members to become Turok.
Speaker, can the woman bear the burden?
Danielle mentions not understanding any of this, which is weird considering Josh was Turok, so she should understand it pretty damn well, but to be honest, the storyline is pretty jank and I never played the beginning too anyway. Now we choose. The game gives us a choice of either playing Danielle, who is 5'11", can use explosive weapons, and an energy grapple. She can also jump higher than her brother. Speaking of, Joseph is 15 years old, a 5'6" manlet. You can use snipers, move silently, squeeze into tight spaces, and use night vision. I choose the manlet mainly because stealth in a shooter sounds OP. All good games are built on world building. Today we have Larry's Secret Sauce. Just check out this game's vibe.
There's the breach across the street. I need to get there.
The game takes place in some dystopian future. I'm not even sure if this is the same universe where they came from. But in some place where there's a terrible monster killing people, you can probably count on the police, right? Well, before we can get to the police, we need to open a door. I head down to the basement and kill a pack of dogs with my bare hands. I find a key hidden in a crate. No wonder why everyone's dead. I open the next area and given my new knowledge of searching boxes, I swing at everything. Turns out, hitting a fire extinguisher will literally explode, killing you. Noted. After getting out, I find a police officer who's basically telling me to eat shit.
Deadly force has been authorized.
And stay in the dangerous monster ghetto. I auto-aim the dog and it feels good since most of the enemies also use hit-scan weapons. I find a new enemy type and I kill him. Eventually, I find the police officer who seems to want to help. After getting close to speak with him, he promptly smacks my teeth out and then shoots me in the head. Noted. I return with my esoteric knowledge and am promptly shot in the head and killed. Well, shit. I find another way around, killing more green aliens. Soon, I find a hidden shotgun on a ledge of a building. Clearly, a doomsday prepper had his shit together. I find another alley where a police ATTE is patrolling the streets. I think about disobeying the law, but eventually I relent because I don't want to walk all the way back through the level again. At this point, I learned that this game has a GTA weapon switch menu that slows down time when you switch weapons. Pretty cool. As if my 15-year-old character turned 60, I began taking random damage from seemingly nowhere. I literally thought the game had broken and there was invisible enemies. Turns out I needed to turn on my Chinese blue-tinted night vision. The auto-aim on many weapons would just miss. I like the auto-aim, but if I were to be in shotgun range to use it, why not just use a shotgun? I made my way to the game's sewer level, where I promptly got the fuck out of there. I saw a police checkpoint where the ATTE was just chilling. Then the 2 guards are overran by 1 guy. Damn, can't have shit in Detroit. I tried to get into the ATTE but was unable to. The game is clearly mocking me.